Thing is, if I hit my knee very hard against this chair, it's gonna hurt. So is the pain the problem, or is the fact that I hit it the problem? Well, that's for you to figure out. But the thing is, the pain is not what I need to fix. I need to fix the fact that I'm hitting my fucking knee against this and I should stop. That's the thing. So your views aren't the problem. The problem is the things that you're doing, okay? You need to focus on what causes the lack of views. Here's why. This is another example. It's important to understand this, okay? So the problem is there are too many people in line at the local supermarket, at the Lidl, or you guys have Żabka. There's a Żabka everywhere here. It's crazy. Okay, so the cause, why does this happen? This is the problem, but that's not what you need to focus on. If you want to fix the problem, you need to open more cashier things, have them work. Okay, so why are you stuck under 10K? We all like to talk about 10K because you see the little K and you feel excited because it's now above 10. So the 10 is basically your benchmark. It doesn't matter how many followers you have. I have 260,000. And sometimes I make a video, it goes bad, I make 1,000 views. I used to have 10,000 followers and I used to make 500,000 views, which is why TikTok is awesome. Because it doesn't matter how many followers you have, you always see like these big influencers that blew up during COVID and now they're making videos, they're making like 10,000 views per video and they have 1 million followers. Because TikTok is very awesome because of this. If you make a good video, it goes viral, period, almost, most of the time. You can get unlucky, but it's very unlikely that you are actually unlucky. So we're gonna go over all of these. We're gonna go pretty deep on these, and you should take notes on this if you want. You can take pictures of the thing, you can do whatever you want, and this is gonna be faster, okay? So these are the causes, of course, you probably read, so let's keep going. So first of all, the concept or the idea of the video is bad. Man, you always do this. You pick up the phone and you start recording because you have probably an idea or something. But that idea needs to be processed. You can't just take any idea, okay? And this might seem like, yeah, of course. No, you don't get it. I'm gonna show to you why. So, the concept of the video is more important than the scripting, than the editing, than the hashtags, which have almost no bearing, no one cares. The sound, the concept is everything. Everyone here I think knows Mr. Beast. He talks about the idea so much. He has a team of people, like 10 people or something, telling him ideas. Like that's their full-time job. So that's very important. You can't say, I have a good idea. No, you don't. You suck. And that's why you're not making views. And I'm gonna show you more. Did you see this one? This girl? Yes? No? Okay, so this is the Bentley girl. Okay, so there's this Russian car dealership, okay? They sell cars. And they are starting to post the videos with this model. She's very famous. Bruletova, something like that, okay? If you want to look her up. You should, because it's a very interesting marketing campaign. And she started like just doing ASMR. So it's basically, they have a microphone like this one, and they have like the thing on the Bentley, and she does this, Bentley. Boom, like fucking 5 million views, boom, done. I saw this video and I said, okay, fine, that's interesting. I talk about marketing on my profile. What if I talk about her? Great. So I made a video where I talked about her, and it took me like half an hour, and that made like 50K views, and it was mostly improvised, the video. I didn't write it down. I just figured out the idea. I did the research. I found something interesting that everyone was talking about, like this girl doing this ASMR, very weird, by the way. You should look it up. If you didn't see it, just look for Bentley girl. You're gonna find it. So this is the content creation process, right? I have something to point? Yeah. The idea is the first thing, okay? It's called idea generation, theoretically, but you can just call it idea. The second step is the scripting. You write the script down, you write the words that you have to say. The third is to record. By the way, this is optional, the script. It's not that important, but you should have at least like a structure, like a bullet list of what you have to say, okay? At least. I'm gonna start with this hook, with this first phrase, and then I'm gonna say this. It's fine to improvise, but an idea of what you need to say is very important. And you record, because good luck if you don't, and you need to edit. Editing, okay, you can edit in the app, like in the TikTok app, the editor is great there. You can use CapCut, it's like this famous app you can download on the phone. There's CapCut on the computer as well, by the way, just saying, it's free. Or you can use Adobe Premiere. I use DaVinci Resolve, but doesn't matter. Editing is not that important. We care, I mean, I personally care about it because my business sells services, so I need to show off my editing, but it's not mandatory. And then you have to publish it. This is the easiest step. You don't care. Stop thinking about hashtags, about sounds. There are these influencers that say, this is the new trending sound, use this, you're gonna go viral. And then you use it, and you don't go viral. It doesn't work, it will not work, because it has very little to do with the sound, a lot to do with the quality of the video. Now, I said the idea is very important. Why? Because if you fuck up the idea, you fuck up everything else, okay? It's pretty simple. It's like you build a house on the wrong foundation. It falls down. So most people just copy someone else, so they don't do the idea, they just go straight up to scripting, or even worse, they just record it, they edit, publish it, and then they wonder, oh, it's not going well. Yeah, because of this, okay? So this is the first thing. Now, I talked about a good idea. What even is that? What's a good idea? A good idea needs to check all those boxes, which I made up in 5 minutes. They're pretty good advice though, so yeah, you can take a picture, guys. First of all, you have to have a target audience, okay? So, hi. Hey, you can come in, of course. So first of all, you must have a target audience. So if you do vlogs, you need to know who needs to watch those vlogs. You don't need everyone to watch them. You need a certain specific type of people to watch them. Do you know Emma Chamberlain? Maybe? It's a big influencer. You should check it out. It's Emma Chamberlain. You're gonna find it. If you can't find it, ask me after and I'm gonna show you her name. She's a very, very big vlogger and I think you should take example from her. Anyway, me, who's my target audience? Well, I have a big business, big. I like to think that it's big. It's not that big. I have a marketing business and I'm trying to sell business services. I'm also trying to sell marketing courses. Okay, that's it. I have my 2 target audiences, which is businesses, and I'm gonna target people that wanna learn marketing. Good, that's my target audience. You need to figure this out. You're not talking to everyone. If you're talking to everyone, you're talking to no one, unless you're Mr. Beast, which are not. Also, by the way, if you're thinking about making a living out of TikTok and out of this stuff like I do, you need a target audience, because without a target audience, you're gonna struggle to sell. And there's a big contrast between TikTok and YouTube. YouTube has ad revenue, which means post a video and you make money from the video itself, from people watching. You don't have this on TikTok. It's very, very insignificant now. Maybe in the future, money directly from TikTok is very, very little. Just to give you an idea, I had my best month ever, probably about like 6 million views in that month. You might think, okay, how much money did you make directly from TikTok? Like what TikTok gave me? It's like 50 or 60 euros, like something. 6 million views, that would have been like thousands and thousands on YouTube. So you have to have a target audience, because without that, you're not gonna sell shit.
So when you say target audience, this is for the whole channel?
Of course, yeah.
For one separate video?
No, that's a good question, because your profile is going to be categorized. So if I post videos about cats, then TikTok, the algorithm, the almighty, is gonna say, okay, this guy talks about cats, I'm gonna show the video to people interested about cats. And that's your whole profile. So if you have multiple ambitions and multiple ideas, you should create separate profiles, of course. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to just raise your hand. Second, put your own spin on a trending topic. This is to be taken with pinch of salt, how do you say? For example, you have a trending sound, like some Kanye West song or whatever, and you say, okay, everyone is doing this specific action. Like there's a Kanye West song and they sit down and there's the phone there and then they pretend to have a conversation and they have some funny text on top. Okay, great. That's a good opportunity there. You can try. It's not magic. It's not like it's gonna make you go viral. But for example, you talk about cats, you put your own phrase about cats in that video. It kind of works. It's not the best because you're not the only one doing it. You didn't find no gold. Everyone is doing it, so you have a lot of competition. But yeah, that should work sometimes, maybe. Give value to your audience. People need to watch your video for themselves. They don't give a shit about you. You need to understand this. If I make a video and I want to sell my course, my course is 1,300 euros. That's the most expensive one. We have cheaper ones. And I say, hi guys, buy my course. Why? Because it's the best course and it's so good. Oh my God, it's so great. They're gonna be like, you just wanna sell me the course, and they're gonna swipe away. But if I say something like this, did you ever try to make money online, but you failed maybe 5-10 times. Okay, here's how you can solve this. I made this course and blah, 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 blah. So everything you say must be about the viewer, not about yourself. I started this presentation by saying who I am because you were probably wondering, who the fuck is this guy? Now you know, but then when that was out of the way, which was kind of like an objection for you, like, who is this guy? Now you know, but then I just started saying, okay, if you have this problem, I'm gonna solve it for you. And now I got your attention. That's how it works. It's the same in TikTok. What else is here? Yeah, it's interesting, just generally interesting, like cool stuff. It needs to be something cool. Like I talked about the Bentley girl, that was a cool topic, interesting. You talk about some, like for example, if you have a niche about ships or planes, you talk about the latest news in the area, in that niche. Generally entertaining, it must be funny, absurd, there must be something really attractive to watch. If there's nothing good, like really crazy going on, it's gonna be very, very hard for you to make views. So we're gonna go over each and every one of this and I'm gonna make you some examples. This video made, I don't know, probably like about 100K. This is a video where Mr. Beast, the biggest YouTuber alive, sells this piece of a set from one of his videos and it was limited. I bought one and the idea of the video was, how much do you think I paid for this? It's a piece, a limited edition piece from the biggest YouTuber alive. How much did I pay this? So I put at a certain point in the video these options. How much do you think I paid? 100 euros, 50, 250, or 1 cent. So people are thinking, there's 1 cent there. Did he pay 1 cent? And after a while in the video, I reveal I did pay 1 cent for the thing, actually. So that was, oh my God, what? Okay, so this was interesting for my target audience because Mr. Beast is the biggest YouTuber alive. I talk about marketing and content creation, so it makes sense. The attachment between the topic and your audience can be pretty loose, but that's better. Yeah, so this is the Bentley girl again. I'm not obsessed, I swear. And this guy is remade the whole video, but with like a cheap car, and it was very funny because it made so many noises. And they had like the video of her doing like this luxury, crazy car, and him doing like a Lada or something, I don't know, like a Dacia. Give value. Value, if you want to become a public speaker, you could give value about, okay, here's how you can do public speaking. Or I challenge myself to speak in front of X people. Like this could be a challenge for me. This is actually my 4th event and I don't really talk in front of people. So this could be like my vlog. I could make a vlog about, I created this, I'm vlogging. I created this event and I tried to public speak and this is how it went. I'm gonna go over these faster. It's very interesting, sparks curiosity. Probably you've seen some ads online, make money with crypto or make money with whatever, and there's some crazy ad. And I started making fun of these guys with an example, with a huge animation from Minecraft. The dumbest thing I've ever done. This made like 100K as well. This is not mine. If you make long form, like a podcast, by the way, the easiest thing ever is to make a podcast. It's very easy, easier than you think. So you can get a lot of content with this. Imagine this, you are a dentist and you're a dentist, you're not the biggest dentist, but you're just a dentist. And some random guy comes to you and says, can I interview you? Like this really plays in your ego. Like you go, of course you can interview me. Like, of course. So it's very easy to make a podcast because everyone has an ego. Even I have an ego. If you invite me on your podcast, I'll come. So it's very easy to make one. You can make a podcast, 30, 50 minutes of conversation. You clip that, you put some text on it, you publish it on TikTok. Hopefully it does well. This is a very easy way to just make a lot of content. You make 1 video a day. During promotional periods, okay, it's fine, I have a team, whatever, but we have about 5 videos every day on Instagram and another separate 5 videos on TikTok. This is only during promotional periods. Right now, we're about 1 or 2 videos a day. Funny content, relatable situation, whatever you already know. Good. Absurd. Oh shit, this was crazy. This was done in Warsaw, by the way. This is me, and this is one of the things we recorded last year, so with the big cameras and everything. Dressed up as a military type thing. I pretended that there was a scammer apocalypse because I make videos on how to make money, right? So people are gonna think, oh, you're one of those guys that scam people out of their money for a course. So I made it funny. I said, okay, there's a scammer apocalypse, and I made this huge spectacle of everything. It was so absurd, so crazy. It done very well. Okay, next reason why you're stuck under 10K. The video is boring. It just is. I mean, you talk about something that no one cares. You care about it, but if you care about it, unfortunately, that doesn't mean that everyone cares about it. And the hardest thing is vlogging, by the way, because why would anyone care about my life? And I started vlogging as well, and then I thought, man, my life isn't that fun. I mean, I'm not like going to concerts and going to crazy meetings every day. I'm just sitting around in my house on my laptop all day. How can I vlog about this? So it's very, very hard to find something that people care about and that isn't boring. My advice to you guys is to focus on a challenge. For example, today I lost my keys to my car. And you're gonna make a 1-minute video about you trying to find the keys to the car. You're late for the most important meeting of your life. Boom, that's easy, 500,000 type stuff. Because it's very relatable. Everyone lost the keys at the last moment. It's something, a specific challenge that they want to see you like improve. Every video needs to have this. In Italy, we in school, which I dropped out of, so it's a miracle that I remember. We talk about Il Viaggio dell'Eroe, which is the hero's journey, I think it's called. So we have an initial situation. There's a princess in a castle and the prince. Amazing. Everyone is fun. There's in Italy we call it rupture of the balance. So this balance, the castle and everything, life is amazing. The sun is always out. Something happens. A dragon steals the princess. So now something happened. There's a challenge here. And if there's no challenge, there's no movie, there's no nothing. So this is very important. Every TikTok needs to have this. Balance is broken. Then there's this German word, I think, which is called Spannung, which means the moment of the biggest tension. The prince goes after the princess and he fights so much and he finds the dragon, okay? And he's about to take his sword, but the dragon starts spitting fire and it's raining. And the worst thing, he's about to die. This is the Spannung, like the biggest tension. But then he manages to kill the dragon and save the princess. Unexpected. So this is the re-establishment of balance. So new balance, basically. So the same thing. I lost my keys. I have the most important meeting in 30 minutes. I'm fucked. So this is the balance broken. We have an instant situation, balance broken. The Spannung is the moment where, oh my God, I think they fell in the drain. And oh my God, are they here? Yes, they are. You find the stick, you take them out, and you get to your meeting. Oh my God, so close. Haha. You can script those. Those go very, very well. Okay, the video is boring. I think I have slides about this. I'm good at improvising. I shouldn't have done slides. Yeah, what do I mean by boring? I basically just said this. Oh yeah, this is very important, guys. Just because you put effort into something, it doesn't mean you get results. It's bad, it's ugly, but it's the ugly truth because you can try really hard. You can really enjoy the video and you're so proud. You did everything you can do and it doesn't go well. You need to understand this. If you want to make a career out of TikTok, it's business. And business is business. People don't care. The market doesn't care about you, about your passions, and about everything else. You want results? You need to understand what people want, and you need to give that to them if you want to make money. It's the dilemma of the artist or of the musician, right? The musician wants this, and the record label wants that. It's always a fight, and you're gonna have this fight within yourself. It's hard. I know. I'm artistic as well. Like I would like to make this video, and we even have like the budget to make it. But then I must think, fuck, I can't waste this money here. I need to put the money where it makes more sense for my business to grow. So you need to understand this, take out your feelings, what works, do that. Yeah, basically the same thing, just written. The hook is bad. All right, the hook is, I'm gonna tell you more than I anticipated because you have nice faces. Here's the structure of the video. You should write this down. The first, maybe I don't know, I'm doing it. Let's do 3 main things, okay? There's the hook. This lasts from 3 to 5 seconds. There's the development, I'm gonna say dev, which is the video goes on. And there's the, I call it CTA. I include this CTA, the CTA is the call to action, you say do this. You can say follow me, but for example, for me, I always say click the link in bio so they buy. So for me, it's important, this part, because I want to make money, but you can just say, follow me, comment this, tell me if this ever happened to you, whatever. The hook, this is very important. It's like the idea chain thing, that if the first thing you get it wrong, then everything else falls apart. So the hook needs to be properly done. Did I say something about the hook here? Probably. Oh yeah, of course. So everyone says don't judge a book by its cover, right? But you do. You go to, what do you have, Feltrinelli? I don't know what you have here. You go to a bookstore, and you look to the books, and you're judging the book by its cover. You take one, you see, I don't like this, I don't like this. Imagine if you had to actually read every single fucking book in the library before you decide if you like it or not. That's never gonna happen. You're not gonna invest all your time reading every single book. You're gonna use the cover. And that's the same thing that happens. Yeah, okay. Another example, the purple one is the one that stands out because it's purple, all the others are gray. Nothing special here. The thing is, people scroll on TikTok, right? Imagine if they had to watch every single video in order to decide if they like it or not. They're not gonna do that. They're gonna use the first 3 seconds, the cover of your book, to decide if it's good or not, if it's worth watching, if it's worth their time. They don't think about this, but they do it, like, you know, on a very subconscious level, right? I use TikTok so much, too much. And I realized, I use whatever this is called, thumb. I use this to scroll, like, and sometimes it goes automatically. I don't think about it. It's crazy. But in the back of my mind, I'm judging. If I see a video with a certain style that I don't like, and I know what's gonna happen, I know it's gonna be this video, I just skip it. Sometimes I take an automatic look. I sound crazy, but you guys do this, you're crazy as well. Take a peek at the likes, and if it's too little likes, like not a lot, I'm gonna skip the video because I think, this is a bad video, no one watched it. It's like a social proof, right? The first thing, it's very important. The thing I'm talking about here is kind of different because it breaks the pattern, right? So if you know that every person in your niche, in your industry, this big guy, Tricco, you maybe know about him, with Mod in the fashion industry. He has a fashion brand. He blew up like crazy. He uses AI voices, artificial intelligence, which is very useful. I don't talk about AI, but if you have questions, you can ask. And he went so viral because he makes very different videos. He doesn't talk. He never shows his face. He always has a ski mask on. He's from London, I think. And he makes all those videos with AI voices. You see this, it stands out, it's different, you watch it. So it's the same thing for me. I'm the only guy in the financial industry in Italy who makes everything playful. I make everything funny and stupid, like my talk right now. But it's actually useful. People watch it, oh, this guy sounds dumb. And they watch like 30 seconds because it's entertaining. And then they say, wait a minute, this guy actually knows what he's talking about. And that's my strategy. So you need to find something that your videos are so different from everyone else. All right, UI issues. Yeah, what is UI? You know what UI is probably because you do UX. Is the user interface. So it's basically when you open up your phone on TikTok, you find the like button and the sound button and all a bunch of buttons. Those are UI, user interface, okay? So how can this be an issue? Because there's a safe zone. This is the safe zone, okay? If you put a text here, people are not gonna be able to read it. And you might think, obviously, because this always happens. It happens to me sometimes because you edit the video in a separate program. So you don't have these. So you put some stuff here. And the more text you put in the caption, the bigger this is. So you need to be very, very mindful and careful about that. Yeah, you can take a picture. There are some grids online that you can download and overlay over your editor. So you can always, so it's basically, you have your preview in your editor, now like CapCut, Premiere, whatever. And you have these constant things here. So you can't get it wrong. You can download them online. There's a bunch of them. Just look for TikTok grid safe zone type search. This is very important. So I scroll around on TikTok. The text is here. I can't read it. Do you think I'm gonna take a minute of my life to decide if it's worth? No, I'm just gonna skip it. So use the safe zone. Audio. Goddamn. So this is, I'm gonna talk about this maybe. The thing I have attached is generally unbalanced audio. Thing is, I always use my AirPods Pro to listen to editing while I edit. But this is a problem because most people just watch it on the phone, the video. So the quality on the phone is not the same as the headphones. So the audio might be different. This might be a very little difference, a small difference, but it might be enough for some of your words to be inaudible because there's background music. So be careful about sound. Before posting, I used to make rap music. Yeah, I used to make a bunch of rap, like recorded in Audacity. That was fun. And I used to pass my songs on my phone and all the possible devices and even my mother's car to listen to the song in every possible way to make sure that it makes sense and that you can actually hear what I want people to hear. So make sure you don't get this wrong. Yeah.
So which mic should we use?
So yeah, I can talk about this. I have this mic. It's called DJ. It's very branded. It's a DJI mic. It's awesome because I just plug this in my phone and it just records the audio like wirelessly. It's awesome. But this is kind of expensive and I didn't get this till like a couple of months ago. So it doesn't really matter. Huh? Yep, it's DJI space MIC. But you can also get these, which are called lavalier microphones, which is the same thing, but you plug them directly into your phone like this, and you can use them. And those are cheap, like very, very cheap, and they're very good. You can also use the audio from your phone. It's not mandatory, but it helps a lot. The most important thing is that you can, that people can properly hear your voice and what you're saying. That's very important. Also, this is very important. If I can't hear what you say, everything falls, because your videos, especially if you want to sell or tell a story, is not going to be just video. It's going to be audio. You're going to talk. Okay, there's text, but people like I mean, imagine watching a horror movie without the music. You're not going to feel scared at all. It's everything. So, or imagine a song with no music. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. It conveys feelings, and you need the voice and the music to be properly balanced. They won't forgive a bad audio. Bad audio, they skip, even if the video is very good. So I just made a checklist. Maybe you can just take a picture of this. I'm going to go over them very quickly. The things that you should look up on Google or on YouTube to learn. First of all, how to compress audio, because sometimes you talk like this and sometimes you talk like this, which is gonna make the audio unbalanced. If you put a song underneath, you're gonna hear this, but you're not gonna hear this. So you need to learn how to compress. Mono versus stereo, learn what it is. Figure it out. How to balance audio between music and voice, because you must have music in TikTok because it's still TikTok, so music is important, but you also need to find the proper balance. Also, yeah, get the thing that I said before about my mom's car, which is get used to listen to your stuff on your phone or on the other devices before posting it. Okay, I'm gonna go over these. There's a lightning bolt because I'm gonna go over them very quickly. So unclear communication is one of the biggest issues. You think that people already know, already have certain information, but maybe they don't. Maybe they already know about what public talk is, or maybe they don't understand what it is. So by unclear communication, I mean, it's not very clear what you're trying to say. In copywriting, there's this saying, you must pretend that you're talking to the Simpson guy, or the Griffin guy, the Peter Griffin. Like, you must pretend you're talking to a very, very stupid person. It has to be very clear, very easy to understand. This is because people are not overanalyzing your videos. They're just like in line to the supermarket and watching random videos. They're not gonna have a whole philosophical breakdown over your 50 seconds video. So it needs to be very, very clear, easy to understand. No music is a problem, so that's something you shouldn't do. You need to put music because music conveys emotion. The music needs to amplify the emotion you're trying to transmit. So if the emotion goal of mine is sadness, I guess I put a sad song underneath. This is not so easy to do because sometimes you have a video where you talk about business. What kind of emotion is that? Well, maybe it's scientific, maybe it's mysterious, or maybe you're learning something new, so it's a breakthrough. So it's some music that builds up. You must have music that supports your emotion. There's no reason to watch. So before you post a video, you should actually do this. Ask yourself, why would anyone watch this? If there's no clear-cut answer, do it again. It's not gonna work. You're too promotional. This only is for people who sell stuff. You guys maybe don't yet, but I do, and I made this mistake so many times. The thing that I said at the beginning, where I said, guys, just buy this, just buy. It's not gonna work. People are not gonna, yeah. The last one is very sad. You gave up. This is so common. You just keep posting, and I mean, it never went well for you, so you keep trying and you get 300 views, and so you keep posting, but actually you're not really posting. It's a silent, you gave up. It's silent, but you gave up. Okay, what does this guy want from you? What the fuck does he want from you? In one word, retention, but let's figure this out. So this is business talk. This is gonna make a lot of sense. TikTok is a business. Businesses like cash. TikTok makes money how? With ads. You can take a picture. So ads, ad placements. You scroll on TikTok, you find an ad. TikTok is gonna make some money from that ad. Now, TikTok needs to sell those ads to businesses, which is this step right here, okay? So businesses need to buy ads from TikTok. But why would ever businesses buy ads from TikTok? Because there are people on the platform that they want to reach. So businesses are only going to buy ads from TikTok if there's people on TikTok. So the conclusion is TikTok needs as many people as they can on the platform. So this is gonna make a lot more sense now. If you keep people on the platform, TikTok makes money. So they're gonna promote your videos. So there's one key metric that you need to look for. This one. AVD. You're gonna find this in your analytics. It's average view duration, or whatever the translation is to your language. This is how long people watch the video for. So if they watch it for 30 seconds, 40 seconds out of the total. This is the only metric that you care about. Stop looking at likes, stop looking at views, stop looking at everything else. You're gonna get depressed. You need to look at this. This is the thing you need to improve. If you have a video and people watch it, they're gonna like it, they're gonna comment, and everything else. This is the main thing that you care about. I'm gonna talk about this now.
One question.
Yeah.
So why TikTok now promotes like longer form?
Because that's a good question. The longer the form of the content, the more money they make from the ad. So if they place an ad in front of a 5-second video, the ad above is not gonna be very profitable because the 5-second video is unlikely to have targeted audience. So if I make a video dancing because I'm sexy as fuck, okay, it's gonna make 5 million views, but that's not an audience that has money and that buys. So the businesses are not gonna target that video. I'm gonna target a longer video with a committed audience. So that's why. In fact, it is so important. They gave me and some other people a beta where you can upload 30 minutes video on TikTok, which is crazy. Like 30 minutes, what the fuck? No, this is the 1-minute platform. No, they care about this because they want people to stay there. My most viral video is 3 million, 4 million, whatever. And it's 3.5 minutes or something. Then I have 500,000, it's like 5 minutes, 500,000 views. TikTok really, really loves long videos, okay? Longer videos, don't make 10 minutes. You could, but yeah, it's not gonna work when you're at the beginning. Okay, so this is where you find it. This is in Italian, tempo medio di visione, but it means AVD, average view duration, which on this video was 28 seconds, which means the average person watches the video for 28 seconds. That's good. Your videos, you should check it out. If you don't make a lot of views, it's gonna be much lower. And you're gonna also see, on average, the videos that make more views have a higher this. While the likes just go up and down, it doesn't really make sense. A lot of people look at the likes, and it doesn't make sense. This has more likes, it should have more views. Oh, look at this. And this, most of the time, is gonna make a lot of sense. Okay, and by the way, you can see 28 seconds. This video, I don't remember how long it was, but it probably was like a minute or a minute and a half. So, and does it say? I don't think so. And it was 140 views, so it was pretty good. Even if it wasn't the whole video, so you don't have to do magic here. Likes, shares, and comments? No, not really. They do, not really. Why? Because it doesn't improve their business. They don't care about likes. They care about people staying on the platform and consuming ads. That's what makes sense for them from a business perspective. That's what they care about. Likes are only an indicative of a good video. They're not the reason why the video goes viral. Okay, you can think about it this way. So, this is what TikTok wants. You should have a better understanding now, but how do you give it what it wants? There's a process. It's not gonna click like this. You're not gonna go home now. You're gonna be viral. I wish it for you, but it's not gonna happen. So how do you do this? It's a whole process, and it's annoying. So there was this period where everyone was going crazy on TikTok. Everyone was becoming famous. I don't know if in Poland as well, but in Italy it was amazing. Like the 2020 period, probably like the first lockdown, like the big COVID, everything. Oh my God, everyone was going viral. This is my period as well. Any video that I made was so easy. Then we have the 2021, which was still a golden era. 22, 23, 24. So why am I doing this? Because there's a pattern here. It used to be very easy. Okay, this was easy peasy lemon squeezy. You didn't do it. You should have. This was easier, but okay, that was easy. That was kind of hard. Okay, in 2022. It was pretty damn difficult last year, and this year is gonna be even harder. So if you keep waiting, it's not gonna happen for you. You need to do this now. Like the first thing you do when you go home, you think, okay, now I make a video. And you should do this every single day. People just wait and wait and wait for what? You need to do this now. Imagine if you did this and it was 2020 and it was so easy. So don't wait anymore. Make the videos because you're not the only one thinking about it. Everyone is going to TikTok. Now, what the fuck is this? This is probably your first couple of months of seriously making content. After some time, it's gonna click for you, but as you can see, it's exponential. It's not like 5, 10, 15, 20. It's exponential, so 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, etc. So you're gonna be, oh my God, nothing is working, everything sucks. Andre lied to me, he's a scammer. Oh shit, it's actually working. So it's gonna take some time to click, probably around a couple of months. if you make a video every day and if you follow the process that I'm about to tell you. So as I said, you need to increase retention. So higher AVD, which is average view duration, equals higher retention. Average view duration equals retention. So this is basically your whole life from now on, if you are very serious about TikTok. I know some of you maybe don't care, but if you are, or if you ever will, this is your process. This is the first step. So you post a video, whatever the video is. You post it, it doesn't go well, whatever. Okay. The next step is you check the retention graph, which I'm going to show you. So you check the retention graph, then you understand, because the retention graph is awesome because it tells you where people swiped away. I'm going to show it to you. You check the retention graph, you understand what didn't work, what make them swipe away, and you fix that. For example, let's show you something. By the way, this is just like where you can find it. You just go on your analytics here. You're going to scroll down. AVD is up there. And this is the retention graph. This is the most important thing with AVD. Skip everything else. Here's what it's going to look like. So there are basically two places, actually maybe like 4 places where people are leaving in this video. Obviously, the first one, for those of you who don't understand what this is the duration of the video, okay? So it was about 1 minute and 45 seconds, and the percentage represents the amount of people that are still there. So 100% is 100% of the audience is watching. 50% is half the people went away, 0% is everyone went away, they swiped away. So as you can see, there's a huge dramatic drop here. You can't get rid of it, okay? It's always gonna happen. This drop here, it's always gonna happen, you can't control that. Your goal isn't to eliminate this, it's to get it as not dramatic as possible. So get it to 50 maybe, or 75, that's your goal.
I think that it shows that at the beginning there is no algorithm. So this video is like displayed to like random people. That's why there is such...
Of course, exactly. That's exactly what happens. The video is shown to random people on the For You page, and most people are going to swipe away, and that's normal. You can't fix that, but some of them are going to stay. So this huge drop is very, very common. Even on YouTube videos, even Mr. Beast has obviously like a very controlled one, but there's always going to be a drop because most people are doing this, are going to scroll on it. So your goal is to reduce this as much as possible. So that's fine. You can look at it. That's the hook. You can improve it. But the thing that you actually care about is all the rest. So you can check out this. This is my video, by the way. I don't remember the views on this, but it was probably around 100K or something. Obviously, I'm picking the best. I'm not always going viral. I'm just trying to show off here. There's this period where people are consistently going down. While this period right here, people are kind of staying. So here, it's kind of boring, the video, but here something catch their attention. But then I said something, I changed the topic, maybe I put a song on, maybe you can't hear what I say. I did something that made people go away. And your goal is to watch these, replay the video, go at 40 seconds, what this is, and you say, what did I do at 40 seconds? Why did people swipe away? You see, maybe it's the music, maybe it's what you said, maybe you changed the topic, maybe you could have made that part shorter, but they got bored and they swiped away. So that's your goal. You look at this, you improve it, you fix it in your next video, and you do this over and over again until it works. So this is basically what I said. If you want to take a picture of it, you can do it, but it's what I said, but in written form. This is, guys, this is everything. If you watch any interview of any successful YouTuber or content creator, they're going to talk about this, just like I am now. Common mistakes. Rambling. You talk too much. You could make something shorter, but you ramble about and you talk and you make some parentheses. And hi guys, welcome to this. Bam, done. Don't forget to follow me and like this. Bam. Okay, so stop doing those, stop rambling, get to the point. Your viewers' time is very valuable. Respect it. Copying. Stop copying people, it's not gonna work. Make your own stuff up. If you copy people, you depend on other people to get success. And when you have a career out of TikTok, that's not gonna be very stable for you, because if you can't find someone to copy, you're not gonna make money, which is generally a problem. Not improving, improve. So don't ever make a video and the next one is kind of the same. Always change something. That's it, I'm done. Guys. Do you have any questions? Oi? I'm gonna give you like a minute and I'm gonna check.